So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come.
And a chance! It's there!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Big chance!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. He's found some shoots. Great vision. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this.
Mohamed Salah!
Oh, that is rather wayward. He won't be happy with that one. Cannavaro. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very tough.
It's full on!
And that's definitely not his best.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player.
Chance, surely! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
So smooth. A signature.
Takes a shot!
Oh, taken with style. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh no, this does not...
Great chance! And yes, it's there!
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And here's Højlund. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. And we hit half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Cross from Hakimi. Oh, he's been caught napping. Forlan. Vitinha. Rummenigge. That has ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that was vital. Vitinha. Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Hakimi makes the interception. Doué. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Lewandowski! He scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams gets across to intercept that. Vitinha. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne aims beyond the defence. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been won straight back. Can he get on the end of this? And he was alert to it.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Forlan. Zaire Emery. We expected better, and so did he. Beraldo promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? Very much into the last knockings.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Threads one in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Griezmann in acres of space out wide. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Mohamed Salah with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football,
A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now. Delivery.
Shoots! They score! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Raul. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. So just a one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Raul. Mateus. Griezmann puts his foot on the gas. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's hit a great... Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. And he was quick to react.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus. And it's Azar. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Aubameyang. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Raul. Forlan.
Griezmann. Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Can he get it through? Oh, what a ball! Big chance! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
There will be 1 minute at a
The
time.
breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. If you review the first half,
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
it has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Looking for a run-up. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And they've got rid. Vitinha aims beyond the defence. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Kukçu. And this is Raul. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Crunching tackle. River Plate appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard Peter. He opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And they're quick to get it back. Rummenigge! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! He's got himself an absolute peach. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe. Odegaard. Shot a goal! Well, that is really good tenacity. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Odegaard shapes to shoot! Now, and one more try! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Japan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mateus spots it and intercepts. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And the ball's gone astray. Vitinha. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Aimed beyond the defence. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge is onto this. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camera.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Here's the return pass. Adams cuts it out. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution for Japan. Number 10, Mbappe. Number
And
13,
so we're off again.
Odegaard. Coming on the field, number 23, Owen. Number 7,
And it's Hazard.
Jisung.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rummenigge, now it's Mohamed Salah. That is a brilliant interception. James. Now it's Haaland. That is good alertness. Griezmann. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Nicely weighted ball. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? Mohamed Salah! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Mohamed. It's Salah! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he finish? Up to Sung. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning.
He's gone for goal! Can he get on the end of this? That's a promising run he's making on the right. Threads one in. And this is Owen. Chance! He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Japan really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. Japan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nicely aimed pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes.
Song! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can... Mohamed Salah! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Looking for the run. Floated through. And he's intervened well there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pass somewhat off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah, looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found the way through. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Still goalless at the moment. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. Oh, no joy this time. Busquets. Paris Saint-Germain are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems for that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Van Nistelrooy. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well timed, excellent interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Figo, knocks it into space, and he was quick to react. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Rummenigge. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Goes for a shot! They score! The breakthrough strike! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Chips it through. Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Nakata. Out to the right. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Park Ji-sung. No, no way through there. Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
A header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Threads one in. Mateus.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now, he's got space here. Casillas claims comfortably. And here's Batistuta. Figo shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Here's a sharp little shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Climbs up big!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Kukçu. It's a pretty loose pass.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Park Ji-sung gets across to intercept that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That has been cut short. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position. Cannavaro tries to clear. And that's been won straight back.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's a delicate pass. That has been knocked clear. Very much into the last knockings.
There will be 1 minute at a
There'll
time.
be a minute of stoppage time. Batistuta and the shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.